Hi, as a 1,000 subscriber special, this was originally supposed to be a 200 subscriber special, but you guys just love subscribing to my shit, so here's my 1K special. It's a cringy, Yandere villain Deku X reader fanfiction. I'm just gonna say my favorite part is the part that's through Deku's eyes. You'll know what it is. But, yeah, let's get into it. I'm Only Crazy For You by me, being a loser. Part 1 is 6 pages in a Word document. It's kind of interesting. My word total is 3,037. After the stain incident, Medora went missing out of the blue one day. He hadn't showed up to class for a week, and after that, a missing persons case was filled out by his mom. Everybody knew he wasn't coming back. Everyone in the class, including Bakugo, had been worrying about him. Where was he? Why did he disappear? Was he kidnapped? Questions and theories as to why he disappeared started popping up around school. Everyone, including the teachers, were talking about Midoriya. Yui was actively following any leads they could to find him, but Class 1A spoke no words about Midoriya. Whenever he was brought up, Bakugo got mad and Uraraka would start to bawl. After that, the entire class would be in a depressed state, stopping any and all learning. Knowing this, Aizawa made it his mission to make sure Midoriya wasn't brought up, so class could proceed as normal. 4 months later, and the school had stopped talking about Midoriya completely. The teachers and heroes were still looking for him, but have since slowed their efforts to do more important things. It started with All Might and even Endeavor, and other smaller heroes looking for Midoriya, but I guess the top 2 heroes have more important things to do. And Endeavor left a month in, saying it was a waste of his time looking for a boy that had no leads on. All Might went the whole 4 months, but when even he, the symbol of peace, couldn't find him, everyone else but a select few gave up. This crushed 1A. All Might, the symbol of peace, gave up on finding him. There was no hope for Midoriya. The day was cut short, sending 1A back to their dorms. UA had dorms installed so they can keep an eye on their students to make sure there wasn't another Midoriya case. "Oi, nerd, you comin'?" Bakugo shouts, clearly trying to hide the fact that he misses Midoriya. You gave Bakugo a big-hearted smile. "Sorry, Bakugo. I have papers I need to finish. I just was going to ask Aizawa and say if I could stay a little longer." You had asked Bakugo to train you after school and hand combat and explosion controlling. Bakugo sighed. "Fine, whatever." He pouted as he walked out into the hallway and joined Kirishima and Kaminari. As everyone was leaving to go to the dorms, you walked up to Aizawa. Aizawa sensei, is it okay if I stay till school ends? I like working in school, it's peaceful." Aizawa looks you dead in the eyes. You slowly started to sink into yourself, feeling like you just stepped on a lion's tail. Aizawa's expression softens, back to normal. "Sure, kid, knock yourself out," he says as he throws you the class keys to you. "Just make sure when you get to the dorms before dark." You nod understandably. "Thank you, Aizawa-sensei. I will." Aizawa smiles at you as he waves goodbye. He knew what was really going on behind that smile, so he let you be. You were the only one in the class that had been oddly cheerful after Midoriya's disappearance. You were a recommended student like Todoroki and Momo, second to Momo in the written exams. You came from a long family of telekinesis users. None of your family members had become heroes, saying telekinesis had too many practical uses to be wasted as a hero. There were much better jobs that paid higher for telekinesis quirk. You didn't care. Your dad was a hero, so you could be a hero too. You admired Midoriya, his drive to be the best he could be. You never talked to him much, but when you did, he would tell you about how he wanted to be the #1 hero, and how much he admired your quirk, and wished they had a quirk like yours. But you always had to explain to him how hard it was to control your quirk, even passively. Well, Midoriya, you see, my quirk is actually me pulling out the atoms of an object. That's how I'm able to lift anything, no matter how big it is. Luckily, organic matter, humans can't feel their atoms getting pulled at. But I still have to make sure I don't accidentally crush an atom. That would create a nuclear explosion, causing your body to violently explode from the inside. Useful in combat, not useful in normal life. Luckily, I'm the only telekinesis user that can do this. Midoriya tilts his head, sideways looking at you funny. How'd you find out you could crush their atoms? You look down at your lap where you're fidgeting with your own hands. I killed my dog? That's how I found out I had a quirk. Midoriya looks at you concerned as he asks, I'm sorry, should I have not asked? Little did you know, he already knew. You shake your head. No, it's fine. Your Bakugo was awesome. You wake up to the sound of your phone ringing. It was your get ready for bed alarm. 9:02. Fuck, Aizawa was going to kill me. You quickly gathered your stuff together and rushed out the door into the empty pitch black corridor. The creepy and eerie feeling of the corridor sent shivers down your spine as you walk down it. Luckily, you know the layout of the school well, unlike someone you know, and make it outside the school without too much problems. You lock the door behind you as you walk to the dorms. 4 months ago. This is personally my favorite part. Midoriya was standing in the entrance of what looked to be an old rundown bar. This is where they said he could join the league and take down the corrupt hero society. He stops in his tracks as he looks at the doorknob. Once he goes to the door, there's no going back. What would his friends think if they saw him as a villain? What would you think if you saw him as a villain? Was he having doubts? No, he had already made up his mind when he lost the stain. He was going to take down the corrupt hero society. For you. You were pure and didn't deserve to live such a cruel world. He was going to make the world right again. For you. But would you want this? He still had lingering doubt, but before he could get his thoughts together, he heard footsteps. 1, no, 2 people heading his way. He quickly threw the hood of his hoodie over his face, and as he full climbed to the top of the stairs that led to the bar entrance. It didn't take long for the 2 figures to come around the corner into his sight. As soon as they did, he pounced onto one of them like a lion hunting his prey. He took a knife out of his back pocket and held it to their throat. 1 wrong move, he said softly, under his breath. He takes the time to look at his surroundings. There's a man in his early 20s, jet black hair and aqua eyes so dull and hurt, but yet covered by a menacing glare. Scars dotted his entire body, under his eyes, the entire lower half of his face, neck, and hands. Midoriya's captive giggles, causing him to focus attention on them. It was a girl, only a little older than he was. She was wearing a tan oversized school uniform, and her blonde hair was up in space blondes. She giggled, lifting her head up to try and face him. Oh, are you a league recruit too? Glad I'm going to have someone interesting to talk around here. Burnt face over there was getting boring. The burnt-faced man glares at the girl. I already told you my name's Darby, not burnt face. The girl pouts. Oh, you're no fun. Why is she so carefree? There's a knife to her throat. The girl giggles. My name's Toga Himiko. I have a feeling working with you is going to be fun. It's already interesting, isn't it? You have a knife to my throat, but I don't care. Why is that, I wonder? Toga begins to laugh maniacally before calming herself down, then saying in the most serious voice she can, Do you mind letting me go? You and I both know I'm not your enemy. Midoriya instinctively lets go of Toga, as quick as humanly possible. Sorry, have it. Toga gave Midoriya a quick, big smile. It's fine, anyway. Toga's heartwarming smile turned into a hateful, confused glare. You're the green-haired UA kid from the sports festival. The one that got hurt when you used his quirk. Izuku Midoriya. Why the fuck are you here? After hearing Toga, Dabi turns to face Midoriya to confirm what Toga just said. It's Deku now. Midoriya died during his fight with Stain. Deku's eyes begin to go deep red as he smiles sinisterly. I plan to fix this broken hero society. Save the pure and exterminate the corrupt. fixing the world. At this point, Dabi and Toga were on edge. This UA student had gone completely obsessed with changing the world. Why? What was his motive? What drove the hero in training to insanity? What made him think the world that he once wanted to protect was so wrong? Toga started to laugh as Deku was explaining his master plan to them. What's so funny? Nothing. I just think we're getting along very well. Well, you want to officially join the league? No use standing out here. Deku nods his head in agreement. Yeah, let's. This time, when he went to open the door, there was no hesitation. He was going to change the world. For you. A year prior. This is bad. I'm trying to explain how the story, a lot of backstory. I mean, I have to explain my success with the reader. I feel like there's a lot better ways to do this, but I'm the victim, so I don't know. Oof, the timeline's kind of whack. You don't remember the first time meeting Midoriya, but he does, and it changed him. You were there when no one else was. You cared when no one else did. You were a complete stranger, but that day, you became his hero, his everything. You were walking home from school when you saw a boy fall off the top of a school building. He was falling right into you. You instinctively activated your quirk to stop the boy's fall. Oh my god, are you alright? You rushed over to the boy, grabbing his side to help him steady himself. That was a side effect of your quirk, depending on what the person was doing. A sudden stop in what they were doing would make them dizzy. You began to sob. You didn't know the boy, but you felt an overwhelming pain in your stomach, like you just almost lost somebody you love. Why did you jump? You shot at the boy, telling him about how stupid he was, and how much he needed to love for the people around him, but all he does is smile. Guess it wasn't my time, huh? The boy goes to wipe a tear that had fallen down his cheek without him knowing. Guess even God doesn't want me to die, because he sent an angel to save me. Your face glows into a bright red as the boy you just saved walks away. You completely frozen in place as he walked away. You decided from there on you were going to save people, like how you saved that boy. From the day forward, Midoriya had been studying you, your quirk, your family, and where you plan to go to high school. That was important. He wanted to see you again, but he didn't want you to know it was him. Luckily, he didn't have to worry about that because when you two met on the first day at UA, you didn't know it was him. He kept his distance so you didn't recognize him. You were smart, perceptive. One slip up and he was done. Although Midoriya was crazy about you, he never did anything illegal. Not yet, at least. Present time, yeah, finally. Done with the backstory. Sorry that was unnecessary or hard to read. You had just locked the door behind you as you walked into the classroom, the school courtyard to the dorms. The spring weather night was peaceful, the moonlight just barely lighting you away, yet you couldn't shake this feeling that you were being watched. Looking over your shoulder every so often to check if there was anything there, but every time you looked, you were met with nothing but darkness. You continued your walk on edge. Little did you know, you were being watched. They were after you. 2 days ago. You really think this is going to work? Shigaraki questions. I've been studying you for a while. 2 days from now, they're going to break the news that they've given up their efforts to find me, sending Lune back to their dorms. She will stay. What makes you so sure? Have my predictions ever failed you, Shigaraki? Before he can question, Toga, Dabi, and Twice walk in. You wanted to see us? Is it a new mission? It's been bored sitting around here. Toga begins to pout. Deku smirks. Well, Toga, you, Dabi, and Twice are going to cause a distraction. Shigaraki looks at Deku. Hey, I never agreed to your plan. It's too risky. What if she doesn't join us? No need to worry about that part. She's joining us whether she wants to or not. I'll make her see things my way. I would hate to see Master take her quirk. Either way, kidnapping her will benefit us more than kidnapping Kacchan. He's too proud, no matter how much you break him. Shigaraki looks down in defeat. Fine, only because it's beneficial to the League. Deku gives Shigaraki a twisted smile. I won't disappoint. You turn to the door. He turns to the door, signaling Toga, Dabi, and Twice to follow him. We'll be reunited soon, my love. Back to present time. My writing's bad. You just turned the corner, the dorm's in sight. The feeling of being followed gave you adrenaline of sorts. You were walking faster. This annoyed Deku, having to keep up with you like this. Luckily, 5% full calling was enough to keep with you at a swift pace. All you had to do was wait for the others to create a big enough distraction to cause complete panic, and then he would swiftly grab you. They were taking longer than planned. Deku went to check his phone and it was already 9:10. They were supposed to start at 9:05. This annoyed Deku. They had one job. But he took this opportunity to study you more. He didn't have the time to study you. He was caught up in UA. He was too caught up in UA to pay attention to you. To see if anyone tried to take you from him. He hoped he didn't have to get his hands dirty again. You were running at this point, so desperately wanted to get somewhere safe. You wanted Bakugo, Uraraka, Todoroki, someone to come and find you. As you turned the last corner to the dorms, you were met by a familiar ash blonde, falling into his arms. Bakugo was about to retaliate, but when he saw you shake in fear, he stopped himself. Hey, are you okay? You said nothing as you curled up into his embrace. You were terrified. Sure, the walk from campus to the dorms wasn't long, but it felt like hours. This pissed off Deku. His childhood friend had just stolen the one thing that he loved from him. Fuck the plan. I'm gonna show you how much stronger I've gotten, Ka-chan. Deku? Nice to see you again, Ka-chan. Now, I believe you have something that belongs to me. Before Bakugo has time to react, Deku 20% full callings over to the two of you, kicking Bakugo in the chin, freeing you from his grip. Deku takes this opportunity to stick a device to your neck. You try to lift Deku into the air, but when you try to use your quirk, it isn't working. You yell at Bakugo. Bakugo, be careful, he has some kind of quirk canceling device. You try to take a strange device off your neck, but when you touch it, it shocks you, causing you to scream in pain. What the hell did you do, damn Deku? All Deku does is simply chuckle. Kurogiri and Shigaraki appeared behind Yuen. Shigaraki is chuckling under his breath. He grabs Yuen by the neck before she has time to react. One wrong move, princess, and you're dead. I don't care if you're Deku's toy. I won't hesitate. Oh, come on, Shigaraki. Don't touch my doll like that. I might have to hurt you. Pay attention to your opponent, dumbass. Bakugo screams. Even if it hurts him, Bakugo uses his quirk like he's using his grenades. You idiot, you'll get hurt. You scream, but it's too late. You feel a syringe, and the next thing you know, you wake up in a bed. But it isn't your bed. Oof, this took 3 days. I'm debating adding a fight scene, which I already did. Also, Bakugo liking Yuen was added last minute. So if something doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. Bakugo, best boy. Prove me wrong. Okay, so, yeah, if shit didn't make sense, I'm sorry. I wrote this, like, almost a month. Like, another week and it'll be a month. So, like, 3 weeks since I wrote that. Obviously, they could have had a lot more changes. It's kind of cheesy. I have a bunch of ideas in my head. I like writing villain characters. I don't know why, but yeah. I'm gonna take a really, really long nap. See you guys later. Thanks for 1K. I appreciate you all so much. I hope you enjoyed my cheesy fanfic I wrote like a month ago. Obviously, my writing has improved since that's sort of garbage. But yeah, if you guys kind of want to watch part 2 to that, I guess I'll like start writing more of it while I wait for videos to export. Because seriously, 20 minutes takes a fucking hour to export. So I usually get on my drawing tablet or write. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop rambling. Have a chill day, guys. Bye.